Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, NFL draft analysis, Steven Montez, quarterback, Colorado, all over the spectrum in this video. Some great plays, some questionable plays, some terrible plays. I think y'all will really enjoy it. Provides a full spectrum of kind of draftable analysis from where a guy can go from being a really high pick to potentially not getting drafted. Let's dive into it. Welcome to the QB School. If you dig this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, smash it, get notifications when we go live, when we put out new stuff. I appreciate it. Then you want to take it next level with the support. Join, okay? Get a QB School membership. With that, you get a badge after your name. It changes color the longer you're a member. It's easier for me to find you and get back to you faster with the comments. Then you get to come at me in the live stream. Got all these different emojis. Have fun with it, but I appreciate the different ways to support the channel. Thanks so much. Let's dive into the video. But before we dive into the video, I just want to quickly put out a disclaimer. Okay, this is one game in Steven Montez's career at Colorado. Yes, it's not the greatest day at the office statistically, but I still think that there are a number of things we can learn from it. Footwork, reads, scheme, personnel. Even when you're getting evaluated, they don't just watch your good games, just like they don't just watch highlight films to offer someone a scholarship. They want to see the full spectrum of the performance. So scouts, personnel people will look at your bad performances, if not more than your good performances, to see how, why, where the gaps are in your game. So I still think it's very valuable. Hopefully y'all enjoy it, but understand, I know it's just one game. It's the game that I have, so that's why we're rolling with it. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's dive into it. All right, Steven Montez, down 7 before he even touches the ball. Start off here with a little 2x2. Oregon stemming. Looks like they're coming down to closed. There it is. Play action, little back shoulder shot. We'll talk about this scheme here a bunch in this video, but, right out the gate, to me, big miss. Whether it's timing, being on the same page, penalty, guy getting pushed out of bounds, not a great first play by any means. Footwork wise here, I'm going to have issues with any sort of play action to throw a ball outside the numbers with man coverage. I don't know what this play action does here, and that's more structure system. But footwork wise here, watch this little ride fake that he bounces to his right, almost over the guard. Gets him in trouble. To me, with that tight end, is going to get pushed back. That's a tough block for the tight end versus an end. Gets kind of pushed back in his face. But again, the wide receiver gives him nothing. And the wide receivers give him nothing this entire game for the most part. Again, down the field, I'd love to give their guys a chance, but when they're getting pushed into the Gatorade, hard to give your guy a chance. So rough first play, but footwork, scheme, accuracy, all those things combined, not great. This to me, I can't tell you what this route is by the wide receiver down at the bottom of the screen, whether he just runs it at the wrong level or what, but this to me is some variation of spacing to the top. And this is reason, 8 billion people who watch this channel know that I'm not a huge fan of spacing. And this is a perfect example why. You get a little man or match coverage underneath, and where are you supposed to go with the ball? There's just nothing there. So scheme-wise, to me, let's just assume that the wide receiver at the bottom down here is running a curl. I can't tell you what he's running. I think normally you'd run a stick route here with this just stick down here and then some variation of spacing, hitch with a wide up top. Now, you're not going to have very many winners in any sort of man coverage here unless you give your stick all sorts of options to run out. But whatever happens here, he's dead with whatever that curl is. But then when he comes over to this spacing, they're matched up. So there's really nowhere to go with the ball. Then he gets on the perimeter, and this is where I think he, might be at his best in this game, if there is a best in this game. On his perimeter, eyes down the field, chance to make a play, big time play, throwing back across your body, dangerous, whatever. And there's just nothing there. I'm chuckling at this wide receiver down at the bottom of the screen here. It throws up a mailbox late, running down the middle of the screen here like he's wide open. The mailbox up, hand up, and he's triple covered, double covered. Got no awareness of it. They keep trying to feed him the ball. Forgive me if he's the man in Colorado. I have no idea who that is. But right here, this is a bad feeling, and this is spacing to me. Work it to the left. Not there. You come back to the spacing. You watch his eyes. I'd love to see him drop and have a little bit better lined up to the left. He looks like, to me, his feet are lined up down the tracks, right? Down the hash. He's looking to the left, though, so his feet aren't aligned to his eyes is the first issue. Then he comes back to the spacing. Where are you supposed to go with the ball? Now, in the league, and if you have big body guys, you can throw it away from the near defender. You put that ball right here. You put that ball right here, away from these two defenders. Yeah, you could maybe throw those guys open, but it's catch collision for 5 yards. For what? It's just there's nowhere to go with the ball here, in my opinion. And so you got to find a way. He gets able to get outside the pocket. Great. Now he's athletic enough to separate. Where are you supposed to go with the ball, though? Luckily, he sees someone back inside. You'd love to make a better throw. That's almost like a shortstop in the hole there. You'd love to have your guy catch it. It's just a little high, fingertips. They're a couple times they throw up jump balls to their tight ends, and it's just whether it's personnel, obviously a little overwhelmed here, but the decision making coupled with scheme, and it's tough. Right here, a little layered route up top. I love his base. Talk about his footwork here. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of the left foot false step by any means, but they might teach it there for all I know. But again, that base, good, powerful position, legs bent, little flick of the wrist, really nice job. But this is third and a long ways. Take the completion underneath. Some coaches don't have a problem with that. Catch, tackle, the guy makes a move. The guy makes a really nice move. Gets the first down. That's why it's all right. Get a completion, good things happen. Again, I really like his base here. Strong, accurate, big, thick dude. Watch him right here. Left foot false step. We'll slow it down one time. So left foot false step. 1, 2, 3. Again, he's kind of over the guard. He's hitching, a little toesy. This is, you want to be right down that middle of the field just because it makes life a lot easier for your tackles. Good, strong throw. Rip it to him. Guy makes a move. First down. Great. Let's roll. First down. They do this hustle up to the line, quick snap thing. It's almost guaranteed to be a naked. It's just hard to do anything other than outside zone or naked when you do that type of hustle, quick snap thing. And to me, again, he's moving to his left. Nothing easy about this. This is a really nice play. No to the sneak flat. No to the over. No back to the delay. Yes to the sneak flat 4. Let me draw this thing up because this is really well done here in my opinion. So what's happening here is we're running naked. So we're faking here. We're quick snapping, trying to get them off with leverage. Now, the thing about naked fakes is you want to fake this thing and then get depth as a quarterback because basically this edge is free. And if someone's coming at you, you got to be able to get vertical enough to get that ball off to the flat, at worst at their feet as an incompletion. So we're going to fake it, get depth. Nobody's there. We're going to turn the corner, start coming downhill. The first read is going to be this sneak flat. I call it from across the other side. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's a sneak. It's a flat. Here, you're usually going to get a clear corner or post. Doesn't matter what it is. But so the read is this sneak flat to usually an over from the backside, like a 20-ish over, 15, 20 over. And then this tight end is usually going to seal this edge and then come out of this thing late. And that's usually 3. And then when you get to the sidelines, if that's not there, so it's 1 to the sneak flat, 2 to the over, 3 to this kind of delay slam flat, and then you get back to the sideline with the sneak flat. And in scramble rules, you want to turn vertically, like you're going to go vertical to get separation from this defender right here. He'll turn his hips and go, and then you snap it back at the sideline. And that's exactly what happens right here. This is just textbook clinic tape here for on the perimeter, naked, going to your left, no to the sneak flat, no to the over, no to the delay, back to the sneak flat. Look at the sneak flat. Turn his shoulders up a little, like to see even more, push off, get it. It's a little sloppy at the sideline, but again, these gimmick type plays where you're hustling up to the line of scrimmage, elephants on parade to the right. Again, look at his eyes. He does a great job working through. No to the sneak flat. No to the over. No back to the delay. Yes to the sideline. Boom, right on him. Love it. Lots are really good. Look at his coaches down here at the bottom of the screen on the 25. They're loving it. Well done. Nice job. All that, 2nd and 5. I always got to chuckle that you make people run around for 40 yards sideways and all you get is 5 yards. Coming back, little play action fake, screen. You know, I'm not going to sit here, and I'm going to try my best not to sit here and bash coaches that I don't know and schemes I don't know. But to me, you know, when you get the left tackle covering the screen runner, you know, there's some elements of coaching here that are getting lost. For the quarterback specifically, I would love to see him on these, whatever side the screen is on. So it's a little bit trickier in play action screens. You fake this play action, then the running back's going to sneak out. So when you come back out of this thing as a quarterback, you want to come back off the play fake, get depth, set the pocket so that these defenders have a line to where they're going. And then you want to drift both vertically and, if you have to the side of the screen. So you really want to set this pocket, and then you have the ability usually to drift to the side of the screen to find a lane to throw this thing. You definitely don't want to eat it, but I mean, at the same time, you're not expecting your left tackle to cover the running back. So it's a really fine line here as far as, you know, where does the blame lie? You know, is it coaching the offensive line? Is it scheme? Is it coaching the quarterback? But for me, just the technical elements of the quarterback, fake it, set the pocket. You know, does the right guard lose too quickly? Probably. But I'd love to see that back. You know, I'd love to see the quarterback get enough drift to his left. Buy time. You know, it's still going to be really tough. So 3rd and 5, little 3-by-1, middle field close, man, easy to see. Big down. Nice base. Great job getting through to the check down here. You know, without knowing what the read is, you know, it looks like he's looking to the number 3 up top. I think if he's looking to the bottom of the screen, he throws this little stop or hinge. If he's looking up top, he throws that flat for a first down. He's going to number 3 for whatever reason. No, right down to the check down, really quick. And the quickness of getting to the check down here allows the check down to be missed and break a tackle and go. Watch the footwork here. Again, quick, decisive pocket decisions. No to number 3. Boom, check down, go. Now, can't tell you what that linebacker is doing. Thinks he's going to get a pick or something. It's a little bit of bad ball. But again, I love the decisiveness. Now, I don't understand the read, but that's more whether it's scheme or his decision or what. Do love the decisiveness, get the ball down. Love seeing checkdowns get thrown for first downs on 3rd down. That's big time ball. That's Sunday football. Quick snap again. Going naked. Looks like the wide receiver down here is confused. But he finds a little area. First down. Making a play. Again, nice job. There's nothing easy about going rolling out to your left or nakeding to your left here. Again, nice job getting vertical enough out of the pistol. And that defensive end falls off into the split flow slant, sneak flat. Coming across again. No to the flat. You know, to me, that wide receiver probably runs the wrong route, but it works out great because that wide receiver basically is taking the space of that over. See that over coming? That's the window you would hit that over. But do you, bro? Find some opening. Again, I love the off platform. Look at his legs. Looking to the left. Little flick coming back to the right. Athletic. You know, different arm angle. Fluid, smooth, outside the pocket. Really nice. 2-by-2. Passing strength into the boundary. You know, this play always makes me chuckle. So this to me looks like Scat Hank. Without knowing what the origins of this offense are. Or really caring, but you know, this is a tough read. This is a tough play to play, in my opinion, outside of JV football. The read is usually that sit 1. And then whoever covers that sit, whatever interior lineman covers that sit, squeezes it. I mean, if you can't throw that sit, for whatever reason you can't, that's the side that you work the hook to. So then those hooks become 2. So if we get squeezed from the field, we're going to go 2 here, then to the back 3, or if we work the other side to the flat 3. So then it's 3 here. Well, then it looks like he goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, which I've never seen, and usually is a called sack in 7-on-7. But it works right here because they're only rushing 3. They're in a drop 8 game a lot of this game just because they're up by so much, the majority of it. We'll watch it from the back end here. You know, obviously I'm going to have some issues with calling Scott Hank anytime, let alone twice in a game. We'll see it right here. No to that sit, right? The guy's covered. He's already off of him. Look how fast he gets off of him. He's off of him. Drop 8, Scat Hank is tough. It just is. Nothing you can do there to the tight end. Then he goes, the crazy thing is he goes, no to the tight end, he's to the hook. Boom, right there. No to the hook. No to the back, back to the hook. Then he throws a little slider down and away. But again, footwork-wise, see how he starts kind of over the ball, over the center, hitch, we're hitching. Now we're almost past the guard. It's going to be really tough to do those type of completions like that with that footwork tethered to that type of drop and progression with any sort of significant rush. Again, they love the naked to the left. Nothing there. Nice throwaway. I think throwaways are a good sign in film. You know, I just the play calling here, you know, I don't know where you're supposed to throw the ball here. I mean, look at the effort up top too, for real. I've never seen a hitch on the backside of a naked before. That's a bad feeling. You know, you don't know unless you're in the room exactly where or why these type of plays are being called, but there's nowhere to throw it. He puts it in the first row. Holy cow. Do they catch it? Sort of. Looks like it was dropped. 2nd and 10. You know, still only down 7. 4 minutes left. 2x2. Pistol. Open. You know, just fake a little tunnel screen here. They block it correctly. Get a little MDM down here at the bottom. Under control. You'd love to see this wide receiver wait for his offensive lineman. See the cavalry coming out here? This is not an easy throw for the quarterback. I'll talk about the quarterback after I talk about the line of scrimmage. Right here, they're usually going to step down, and come out. So we're going to get MDM here, or area 1, whatever your terminology is. Take away the most dangerous. Right here, boom. Well, then the tackle is usually come down and take the alley or the kick. Then we're going to come down and take the alley. But as the wide receiver here, you really got to wait for these guys. You got to have a feel for how to run this route. It's not just about being the fastest guy in the world. It's come down, catch it, wait for these guys, hit it, and then get back outside. Now, and you know, but you can't just go it alone. This is like a, you know, again, I don't know any of these guys, but to me, the footwork, this guy runs back, catches this thing like 5 yards deep, and then he doesn't wait for his offensive lineman. Like that looks like a, you know, day 1 of pads tackling drill. And that's just not good football. It's not good football IQ. It's not good football feel. But from the quarterback here, it's a nice job. He faked a little stretch, outside zone, put it right on him. 1-2, boom. Good accurate ball. You know, you can't run it for him. 3rd and 6. You know, big play in this game. Bunch, open. How are they going to play the bunch? Shift to 2x2 for whatever reason. To me, this looks like, you know, drive up top and like a flat circus down here at the bottom. And then the wide receiver's just getting jacked. So who knows what this route is here at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to guess that it's what I would call a circus or a 7 route. Up, and he's going to usually come out. And you read this thing like the flat defender out here. And this corner just annihilates this play. So from here, you come back to the drive. And he can usually sit in zone here. And then you get a little basic up top. So really, it's flat defender, 1, drive 2, basic 3. Usually a check down lined up out here, so you get this kind of like backside triangle read for the quarterback that you hear about so often. But when your guy's getting jacked, it's the number 1 read, you know, where are you supposed to do? I love his footwork here. At least he's semi-lined up. You know, we'll see it from the back end. He's still got to open it. We'll see that little false step, and there's a lot of wasted movement in his lower half, in my opinion. You know, I'd love to see him lined up to his left, dovetail to his left, even if it's to the boundary. But watch this little like extra hop. So left false step, don't love. 1, 2, 3, you know, right there. And he's still lined up down the tracks, right? So he needs to have his feet aligned so it takes that extra hitch to get going. Now he's aligned. That's where you want to be at the top of your drop. You don't want to take that extra step to get over there. See this right here, that little extra step. And he's kind of falling over himself to get to it, but he gets to the right read. It's just not as clean as you want to see. All right, second quarter here, a little 2x2. Again, closed, man, really simple to see. Again, we're play faking, throwing outside the numbers. Little stop route, some variation of stop. Not a whole big window to throw the ball. You know your wide receiver's getting pushed to the Gatorade up top. Again, the footwork just isn't quite as clean, nor is the route, nor is the opportunity. You know, again, I don't love, might as well get into it right now. I don't love any sort of play action like this to throw outside the numbers versus man coverage. And what I mean by that is whether the quarterback, you know, in the system doesn't have the capacity to just not fake, forget the fake and just time it up and throw it, because it's not faking anybody. The DB, the corner that you're throwing to, is not watching that. To me, it just jacks up the timing and makes things really difficult, and they do it over 5 times in this game. So at least he's getting the ball out on pseudo time. You know, I don't think it necessarily is perfect timing with the little extra hitch there, that last drop, but it's nitpicky, but it is what it is. Here we got a little FIB motion out of it, 2x2, middle field close, man, easy to see. At this point, there's no way that Oregon thinks that the guys in the perimeter are any threat to them. They're gobbling them up. Fortunate right here not to get a pick. You know, I like the footwork here. I don't necessarily understand the read. So for me, you're looking at this guy coming across in motion. Usually when you run some variation, I'm going to guess this is double slant. It could be a slant and an in, but it's 2 guys going in like this. Usually in this type of read right here, you're going to read it 1 to 2. So to me, the 1 is wide open. And say, if you say, oh, you're nervous that this guy's going to, you know, he's got him leveraged or anything, these guys are inside, the second window is massive. So right here, he comes up and throws this 5-yard in or tight slant. Well, this linebacker, there's 2 guys here because they look like the same highlighter. There's 2 guys here. When he drops back, you got to be able to hold this thing and not throw it right there. You got to wait for the second window. It's called, this is the first window, right out the break, second window. But the problem is the first route is better than the second window. If you don't like it, you're nervous about this, the second window is wide open. There's nobody in the middle of the field. It looks like they're playing man free, meaning rushing 5. Let me see what they do. Just with the spacing of it, you know, they're really rushing 3 and hugging 2. Really rushing 3 and hugging 3. Either way, the first slant is wide open. The guy, he's only covered by the umpire right there. That's going to be a big hit. You sit out there, you guess, go to the short end, and now you throw it right into an outside linebacker. And there's no way you can't see him because he's glowing. We'll see it right here, 41 on the left side of the screen. Anytime you have a stand-up guy into a 3-step game, and this is 3-step from gun, which is just catch and throw, catch in 1-step, catch and rocker, whatever. You know, I do like the footwork. All his cleats in the ground. But to me, there's a slight, you know, whether it's the hesitation or the capacity to hold it for the second window. Right there, you know, really fortunate that that's not a pick 6. That's a pick 6 more often than not. Volleyball set, boop, spike in the end zone. Fortunate. Just kind of a, you know, not necessarily a red flag, but just a question mark about what the read is. What are you thinking? You know, the vision, awareness. Again, for some reason, this one slid in there. But again, I don't understand the tight splits when you're facing a team that probably out athletes you, out perimeters you, out up fronts you, and they might not out up front them. I don't pretend to know, you know, the special matchups in the Pac-12, but you know, they got guys, you know, unblocked at the line of scrimmage, just on a simple scrape. Difficult to understand, you know, what exactly the plan is. You're still only down 7. Second quarter, the game is tight. The game is the game is right there to be had. Middle field closed, man, super easy to see. Variation of tear motion here. What I mean by tear motion is it doesn't matter what you call this motion. I'm used to calling it tear motion. When he goes in motion early to run what essentially is almost always this wide or swing route, you're looking to see what the defense does to adjust, really the underneath coverage. If someone runs with this swing, you know it's man. Now, sometimes if it's a screen, that will indicate who they need to crack. Come in and crack man coverage versus runoff or block the guy in front of them versus zone. But if it's just drop back pass and this guy's running with him and he's got leverage with him, you can't throw the ball here. You can't. I don't care what the read is, what the quarterback says, quarterback coach says, coordinator says, you can't make this throw. He's running with him. The ball's in the air. He's fortunate not to get the guy crushed. Again, people will know I talk about not getting your guys hit hard. This is an unnecessary hit. Tackle in the backfield, fortunate not to be harder than that. But I don't pretend to understand the scheme. I don't pretend to understand the read. And it's difficult, again, when you're not in the room. But like falling away here, making this throw, no immediate pressure, not hot. For who, for what? Just tough to understand. Now we're in 3rd and 12 after a TFL. We're not fooling anybody with formation in the boundary motion, the 2x2. It's middle field open, quarters. It's actually closed. Fooling myself, I guess. This to me is just like a borderline like air raid, Y cross play. The read to me is, it's tough to get a fake on 3rd and 12 here. I think that they run this little like fake wide receiver screen. You're going to come up bluff, and this turns into a go 1. Here's that over where the guy can sit down any one of these spots here. And then you usually get like a post curl or post dig on the backside here. And you just read this thing straight across the board. So 1, 2, 3. But for whatever reason here, whether it's pressure, we end up getting a sack here. The left tackle has a rough pass set there. Again, they got a nice job spying him up here. He can't get through all of his reads. But again, there's not a whole lot of places to go. You can't throw the over. The guy's getting jacked. Maybe throw this curl down here to the very bottom of the screen. But the guy's getting collision 15 yards down the field. It's not a big window to go. There's just not a lot of options. Again, from the back end, we'll be able to see, should be working our right. There it is. No, fake that little screen. No, step up, and they got you. But they hit him with like almost like a little pirate. Yeah, pirate spy. I like that. So 3rd and 12, we take a sack. They go down and score a touchdown. Now we're down 14. Again, we're in a squeeze formation here, 2x2. Hard to tell what's going on playing quarterback. What coverage is that? It's almost like 33 double cloud, double invert, which is essentially the same as Tampa 2. Big play action fake, in route, really nice throw. Fortunate to get this thing off. Whether it's quarters up top or Tampa with the middle field player cheating. This is a nice throw. This is a big time throw. Play action fake. Really only 2 guys out. We'll do this on Sundays. Rip it right on his face, right across the middle. That's excellent. That's really nice. And there are flashes of this, and I think that's the promising thing. This is kind of what I came into anticipating. But, it's obviously hard when you get smoked to see a lot of these plays, especially off the play action type. But this looks like what it will look like on a Sunday. Play action fake, come up, rip. See if there's any sort of anticipation once he let this thing go. Wide receiver's already out of it. Again, look at his base, though. All his cleats are on the ground on the back end. Rip. I don't necessarily think it's a long delivery. It's not, I wouldn't classify it as a fast delivery. It's a little bit of a, you know, it doesn't get down quite as low as you would think as a slow delivery. But that's a beautiful throw. That's a really nice play. To me, probably my favorite play I've seen so far. Formation into the boundary again. Third and medium. They're in that peak tempo. Look down here at the bottom of the screen on 32. They're getting signaled in the exact play that they want. This is exactly what they want to be in. Well, now Oregon changes the defense. So they change up the defense. Still 3-by-1. Now this looks like 3 cloud to the bottom of the screen down here. Maybe they're matching on the number 1. Play action fake. And we're just throwing outside go. So again, you know, this got to be the 3rd or 4th time that I've said, I don't understand why you need a play fake. And maybe it's just this protection that they really wanted to use this week, but why you need a play fake to throw a go route on 3rd and medium. You know, again, to me, he's kind of backing up and falling off this thing. You know, tough to be accurate like that. But again, gives his guy a chance. Good things happen. Penalty. I mean, where are you supposed to throw this ball? You know, there's nobody winning here. They run like a cross seam thing down here to the bottom of the screen, but number 2 gets so rerouted, he's dead. All you really have is that. I really dislike this type of release at the top of the screen. And you know, this is supposed to be a quarterback-centric video, but this type of release just isn't it for me. No separation, nowhere to go with the ball. DB panics is the only reason that he gets a penalty. If he just plays the ball, turns his head, he's probably fine. But good things happen when you give your guys a chance. Don't overthrow it. See it from the back end here again. You know, they're going to peek over, this is the exact play that they want to get into. That's the thing that's frustrating for me. It's not like they randomly dialed up this protection. This is the specifically explicit one that they wanted. Move him over, gonna get a play fake. Who's it faking? To throw an outside go. At least he's lined up. You can't see his feet, his big 5'1", but it looks like he's lined up. His shoulders are lined up. I will just say he just looks like he's fallen off of it a little bit, which would, you know, make me think it might be underthrown a little. I mean, you're not blowing by that guy on the perimeter. That'd take a dime to get that thing in. And there's the penalty. Tough. Well, 1st and 10, their side of the field. Down 14, 3-by-1. Middle field close, man, extended bunch. Random formation. Bring him in. Sniffer. This looks like an RPO, split flow inside zone with a little tunnel screen up top, and I'm just not sure why would you throw this tunnel up top. The math is not in your favor. You know, it's 3/2. So to me, these RPOs, and again, without being in the room, I can't pretend to have every answer, but I will say in most RPO world, if we do a box count here, they got 5. Yeah, not a math major, but I can do that. And we have 5, 6. We got 6 right here. 6. We got 2 up top here. They got what I'm going to call 3 out there. And even if it was just 2, say this guy wasn't here, just these 2, I don't like tunnel screen because we can only block 1. He needs to come off and block the most dangerous. Now, he doesn't. He blocks this guy, and this guy comes free. He needs to come off under control, protect the screen. But again, there's where you're supposed to go if you're the receiver here. You know, you come up, you come back, and there's a guy in your lap. But the decision making from the quarterback, again, I would love to hear why. Tell me why you threw this tunnel. Because if you run it, it's going to be a good play. Instead, it's a TFL. Like, this is why coordinators don't want to throw RPOs or RSOs. Maybe he just loses his mind because he catches like a low outside ball from the center. Just hand the ball off. Got him. Instead, it's a disaster. Turn a bad snap into a disaster. fortunate, get another penalty. Running on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. 3-by-1, 2-by-2. Looks like open. Nope, close. Coming down. Again. We'll play action. Again, we're faking runs, throwing goes outside the numbers to guys who aren't winning. Again, this release is not it. Watch this release at the bottom. Slow, hesitate to nowhere, get pushed out of bounds. You catch that? No. I mean, there's nowhere to throw this thing. Okay, for me, obviously the release is not what I want to see. I want to see this. I want to see a vertical push, or at least a burst or burst. I would like to see a best release here as opposed to a must outside release. So you can go here and go outside. You can go here tight and stack them, but you can't slow walk it and get pushed all the way to the sidelines like this. There's nowhere to throw the ball. You can't. This throw is way more difficult than burst, get inside, stack, and then run the numbers. I mean, that's a harsh line. It's here, stack them and go. Or burst him inside, get outside, stack him and go. Give the quarterback a big window to throw this thing. It's just so frustrating watching this type of perimeter. And I get it. You can be out athletes. You got no chance, if they're better than you. But you keep throwing goes like we think we can win. If you don't think you can win, get them in motion, start crossing them up. But just running straight go, again, with me, with footwork and pass pro that doesn't link up, like there's no reason to play fake here. It's man on the outside. It has no impact on anyone. Again, I'd love to see a hitch. So play fake, jacks up the footwork to me on a drop back 3-step go route. Then a no hitch or no reset jacks up the timing. And now where it's a little underthrown. But again, the wide receiver takes an L here, and that's the major issue. But again, he gives him a chance. PI, good things happen. Look at 6, well, you can give him 5. Going COVID before it's even there. Again, these guys are just losing their mind. And maybe that was the plan. They just knew that the guys couldn't handle it on the perimeter for Oregon, which they're proving that they can't, but they're covering them up. But I don't understand this pass pro. I don't understand this action. I don't understand throwing this go without a hitch. Love the fact he's got all his cleats in the ground, and that's borderline, outside the white. It's definitely a penalty. That thing can't tell where it lands. I don't think that was a never in history ball, but. So now we're inside the 10. Down 14. Right there. Come back, make this thing a game. Again, we're in a condensed split, bunch, motion across, 2-by-2. We're all out. This to me is a man beater, basically double picks down here at the bottom of the screen. So to me, this thing is really a man play. So we got these two guys, to me, are running essentially pick plays. Coming in here, we're picking, maybe they keep coming across. We're trying to get the ball to the flat, probably 1. And then we're going to have these 2 picks come out here like this, these 2 wide receivers, and we're going to send someone across right here underneath this. So really it's a man call. We're going 1 to 2 and really thinking 2. And we probably have some sort of in on the backside up the very back line thinking 3. And that's the read. Well, if it's zone, there's not a lot of great options. Maybe you have the in. The flat's not there. He's out leveraged by the corner. The shallow coming across, not there because they're drop 8. There's extra defenders. They're playing that like red Tampa 2 or red, 33 cloud. Maybe that, the guy thinks he's open running the in on the back line doing a jumping jack, but he's not open. Montez does a great job getting out on his left, directing traffic. You'd love to see that guy running on the 5-yard line on the far O, stay in the end zone, push up the same way that sneak flat did. So right here for me, you get out on the end zone right here. You got to understand, and I'm talking right here. You got to understand. He's got a hand up like he's inside. They're never going to make that throw. You need to push vertically right here and then come front pylon. And that's just scramble rules like 101, minicam installation 2, right there. Push vertically to get this dude off you, so he can't just hang right here. You push vertically, and the quarterback knows, and you're going front pylon. Boom. And then you get a touchdown, as opposed to backpedaling into the ball on this, 2-yard line. And yeah, is it a completion? Yeah. But should have been a touchdown? Yeah. Now, is that on the quarterback? No, that's on the system. But the play call, to me, it's a man play. They're playing zone. And you see kind of the 2 picks coming across. Nothing there. Panic mode. Maybe you could tell him, hey, they're rushing 3. You don't have to bail. Just hang tight. But still, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'd love to see just a little bit tighter perimeter scramble drill. Geez, you drop that too? So 2 minutes before half, it's 3rd and 1. From the 1. Is it 3rd and 1 from the 1? Let's see there. 3rd and 1 from the 1. Massive down in this game. Got a chance to get right back in this thing. Down 7. Halftime on the road, feeling good. Sure looks like they're coming after us here. I can't even tell you what play this is. The wide receivers are blocking. If it's a run, it's not going to work. If they're supposed to give it to the jet, it might work, but the wide receiver up top, I can't tell it. To me, it just looks like they jack up the snap. It's supposed to be a run play. He loses his mind. Now, we get called for a holding penalty. It looks out here by the wide receiver for some reason. That's even possible. But to me, on these type of plays, you can't throw the ball away because you got linemen down the field. Even though it's 3rd and 1 from the 1, you can't throw the ball away because the linemen are down the field usually. And he gets hit. This is, at some point, this is on the quarterback, whether it's the scheme, the execution, the snap, the exchange. Obviously the holding penalty is not on him, but the cleanness of this play, who knows what's going on here? Watch, the guy comes in motion. It looks like they're blocking a run up front. Looks like the center is late with the snap. Look at everybody is moving except the center. Watch this. That's terrible. Granted, he's got, a big dude in front of him, but holy moly. Nowhere to go. All bad. Panic. Throwaway. The throwaway after the hold is just rough. And then you get hit on the throwaway too. Terrible. So penalty, 3rd and 11. And at least now you get another shot at the end zone. 3rd and 11. Again, motion. I got issues with this pass pro. It looks like they're running a variation of mesh here with the 3 and the 1 on the backside with a basically double post or an in and a post. But where are you supposed to throw the ball? He's already bailing. But before he bails, right here, where are you supposed to throw the ball? Maybe the in to the number 2 down here to the bottom? But this is just a horrific decision. This is all bad. This is so bad. I think he thinks he's throwing it away, I hope. He's spinning out without really being under distress. Yeah, it's not cool to see, highlighter flash in your face, but you can't throw this pick. I know he gets pushed out of bounds here, but I think they overturn it. And even if they don't, it doesn't matter. It's a pick, whether they get it or not, in my book. Now, let's talk pass pro here. So, pass pro, it looks like we have 5 guys blocking, our 5 offensive linemen, and a back. Okay, I'm going to say that I'm used to doing this is what is called a 5-0 call, and all that means is center's locked up right here, guards here, and tackles out to the end. Guard right here, and then this tackle, normally, I would say, has the guy who has his hand on the ground. That's the 5-0, like 5-on-5, big. Normally, this is the case, because you want your tackle blocking the end. For whatever reason, I think that they squeezed this thing, meaning that he takes steps down to this gap. So now the guard is here, and the tackle is squeezing down to protect this B gap from 35. Well, this again, is this scheme? Is this execution? Is this, who's making these calls? I can't tell you, but the back coming up to block a defensive end, a guy, I'm guessing this guy's a defensive end, got his hand on the ground, coming up, cutting him from the backfield, don't love, missing him, and then leg whipping the cat and having this highlighter like fall over the top is going to jack the vision of the quarterback. So watch it play out here, and it's just that doesn't change the fact that there it is, leg whip, right leg, whoop. But I mean, he's kind of trying to look like he's dropping to our right, our left, his right. But again, I can't tell why he's looking over there. There's nowhere to go with the ball over there. But again, that pass pro, that's not going to get it done. And then this is just, if you throw the ball away like that, you got to make sure that thing ends up in the front row. You can't throw it up to what looks like, not your most dynamic perimeter player. Although, best hair. All right, second half. Chance to come out, get it going in the right direction. A little 2x2, middle field closed. Man, simple to see. Pistol. To me, it looks like he's working to the right. And I can't necessarily tell why. To me, this is 33 double cloud, or, I could see you calling it a variation of Tampa 2. But they're drop 8 here. Second and long. The concept for me is, I can't tell you if this is an adjustment or what, but it sure looks like he's looking here one. And it looks like he goes inside on a go route to really two guys, a cloud corner and a run out safety. So that route is dead, squash. For me, this is just a variation of old school shallow cross. We get a shallow underneath and a big hook over the ball. Depending on, how your system talks to you about this, to me, I've seen it read man, here 1, over the ball 2, zone, here 1, here 2. But it sure looks like he hangs on this outside route as 1. So then I'm going to guess he goes 2 to the shallow, 3 to the hook. But this thing is late, and not great on so many levels. And to get this thing, just turned into an absolute disaster, there's all sorts of time. This is on the quarterback. There's just no, do a nice job at left tackle, giving him time with a one-on-one, 2 double teams. We keep hitching up. We're forcing balls. First of all, he's wide open over the ball. Now, if you don't see it late, or for whatever reason, but he's wide open right there. The umpire is covering him right on the kickoff O. But if you don't think you can squeeze it in, throw the check down, right? I mean, he's still wide open. And the guy makes a great play coming down, hitting it, but you have to be able to get that ball in. And then for this to be a pick coming out of halftime is just a momentum killer, and the game is essentially a wrap. So again, to me, it's just, he holds on that outside receiver too long. Then he can't find the shallow. It's not there. He looks to the middle, finds a shallow late. No, it's covered. Then he comes to the tight end who's wide open. I mean, look at 38. He's wide open. He's covered by the umpire. You rip that thing right at the umpire. 23 makes a great break on the ball, comes down, knocks it up, and there it is. Pick. Fortunate that guy goes down and doesn't return it. But that's on Montez. There's no way around it. There's no other way to read it. So, frustrating start. Come back. Again, we're faking to the back, throwing one-on-one man routes outside. I'd love to see this come off with just a little bit more anticipation. To me, double clutches it right there, a little double pump. Again, this is a big-time completion, though. Guys, right on him. That's NFL coverage. NFL size window to throw the ball in. I would like to see him trust it. Again, I don't understand the play action fake to throw outside the numbers in man coverage, but whatever. You want to do it, obviously they're committed to it. But right here, 1, 2, 3, let it rip, throw it. That little hesitation to me. Again, there's just always this hesitation to just let it go on time. You know, I can't believe that he is not hearing that from his coaches, but he might not be. Either way, we're getting smoked at this point. Down 28. Big third down, 3-by-1. They hit you with bringing 6. Got it blocked up. Got a big shot for a big play. And this is one of my favorite plays of the day for him. Montez does a great job. For some reason, we're late out of our stance at left tackle. But I love the slide up here. 1, 2, 3, slide. Keep your shoulders, feet ready to go. Throw the ball down the field. Smooth, fluid. Really one of my favorite plays of the game. Watching him, you know, seeing these type of throws. Like, this is something that looks like what it should look like on a Sunday. Drop back, third down. They're bringing 6. Don't get rattled. 1, 2, 3. Up. 2 hands on the ball. Little shoulder dip right here. Just whoop. Smooth. In rhythm. You know, falling away a little bit. Great throw. That's excellent. I mean, that's why you get drafted right there. But you just got to put that together way more often. So again, we're in a 2-by-2 split. For some reason, we're waiting for the defense. Squeeze, condensed. You know, and then this is just an absolute disaster. Now, I can't tell you why we're running this play. I'll let it play one more time. He throws it right to the same guy who batted it down the last one. Same coverage, really, to me. This is a variation of Tampa 2. 3 double cloud. I mean, that's what it is, but the way the safeties are playing, they're playing half field type landmarks. But I mean, he just doesn't see this guy, throws it right in his face. So to me, first of all, I dislike this concept. Let me be really explicit about this. This is just 4 verticals. This is a QB School logo from Squeezed. So the thing about 4 verticals is spacing. But when you're condensed, you lose that. So this is what the play is trying to look like. To me, though, this is Tampa 2 or 33 double cloud, whatever it is. This guy's coming out here, this guy's coming out here, and this guy's playing in the middle of the field. Like the old Monty Kiffin Mike linebacker. He's just already back, so he can hang right here. Well, he usually opens to the field or to the 3 receiver side. Well, the back's right here, so you know he's going to open to this side. So if you're going to get this versus this coverage, you have to throw the seam right here. You have to. This is the throw that will be there. Now, it doesn't mean that it will be there because they're dropping 8. The guy could get jacked, rerouted, whatever. But you got to use your eyes, look off to the field, and rip the seam to the boundary. You can't just, again, we're play faking to the back, which I actually could get on this play if you're trying to get a seam. But again, you know, the seam down here is not that wide open either. Maybe you'd have to wait a little bit on it. But that thing is right at him. I mean, that's as bad a pick as you'll see. I do appreciate the effort, at least here, squeezing him out of bounds, saving a touchdown. But, man, this is not what you want to see on film. Can they get a personal foul? So see from the back end here, again, play fake, eyes staring at him. I mean, he's staring at him. The guy's not even looking. I just don't, like, I don't understand. I really, this is, to me, these are the type of decisions that would get someone moved off a board. And what I mean by that is, like, all of a sudden become undraftable. Now, I get it that this is a 1-game sample, and maybe he never has plays like this ever. But I've seen a few of them now where it just looks like he's throwing it without seeing the full field. Not even seeing the full field, seeing the defender nearest to where he's trying to throw it. So now we're looking at essentially, you know, borderline like courage here. Being able to stay in this thing, give yourself a chance. This looks like variation of drive down here to the bottom. A little corner route up top, and he just skymails this thing. And get another penalty, and now it's just kind of snowballing. Let's watch the footwork here. Probably reading drive. Again, we're faking the back. Okay. We got free runners coming at us. Nobody's blocking the mic, which I don't understand. You know, the back to me has 39 in this protection. Without being in the protection meeting room, you're just not going to block him. Left tackle does his best to get back, but that's just a skunk. Scud missile. All bad. What's going on with the mascot? What's going on with the duck up top? He's falling over. He's disgusted. 3rd and 4. 2x2. Pistol. Sure. Call Scat Hank again. Let's do it. See what we got this time. No to the sit. No to the hook. Yes. They fall off the wide or swing. Nice job getting through it. That looks good. Call that thing more often. Dial it up. No to the sit right there over the ball. No to the hook. Nice job. Smooth, easy release. Looks like 1986. Get out there and get it to the wide. 1st down. 3x1. Middle field closed. Man. Play fake. Wonder where it's going. Outside the numbers. Throw it up. Penalty. But I mean, where's it supposed to go? Like, nobody's open. No one's winning. Where would you throw the ball right there? Check down? No one's getting out on a check down. But they get another penalty, so I'd probably throw another go, to be honest with you. I'd go right back to it. They're losing their mind on the perimeter, but you're getting smoked. You can't just drop back and throw a go every play. But I still don't understand the play fake vibe of this. And they're pulling guards. Like a power pass, almost. I mean, you call that on both sides right there. You get an offensive bench press at the end. Penalties all over the place. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 43. 3x1. Little sniffer. Closed man. Oh, run out. Looks like they're playing 2 down here. 1 up top. Little invert. You know, again, we're play faking at a pistol, going 3 guys out on routes when they're drop 80. There's nowhere to go with the ball. You could say you might throw that post if you could rip that post, but that safety down here at the bottom is going to invert and try to snake that thing. See him run into it. There's nowhere to go with the ball. You got to scramble here. Get up the field. Throw the ball away. There you go. That's all you can do. So, you know, that looks like an incompletion on the stat sheet, but that's a good play from the quarterback. There's nowhere to go with the ball. The scheme here is just letting us down a little bit as far as runaways, guys winning. It's just not that simple to come out here and I do love the pass pro. Look at the pass pro we get. It's easy when they're only rushing 3. You get 2 double teams, but you get some nasty by who is that? The right guard and center. 450 gets dumped. Oh, right into his buddy. That hurt. Again, into the front row. Nice job. 3rd and 8. 3x1. Middle field closed. Man. Pistol. And, you know, we just get smoked at left tackle. Guys, he's literally like a day late out of his stance. The center snaps it early. The center was losing his mind. I'm guessing someone in the comments is going to tell me that this is the 4th string center, because this has happened a few times. But you'd love to see him make this play. You know, he does a great job escaping right there. That's a ridiculous move. But right here, you know, he's open. The guy's bearing down on you. Just flip it to him right there on the 35. We'll see it from the back end. Yeah, it would have been a tough play, but a play that you would love to see from a guy. Again, look at the snap. It's a nice move. It's a nice hole by the left tackle. Look at that full. He grabbed his entire number. Just gobbles up that 5. Yeah. But right here, I mean, he's open. Just flick it to him. Show just a little bit of touch. Little dart right there. Sky mailed that thing. Goodness. 4th and 8. Got to go for it. No doubt. 3x1. Middle field closed. Man. Bring in 5. We're just going to throw a go. A little inside go. Like this call. Don't like that stem again with the little like pseudo delay here for whatever reason. That's a win. That's a big win. That's a nice, again, I would love to see him stack him. So again, don't love the release where he like slows it off the line right here and then goes and loses ground. I would like to see him speed, stack, and then stack him the entire way and save as much real estate as possible over here. But you can't underthrow this ball. This ball comes out, he just picks the wrong club here from the 50, and you got to be able to throw that thing, 55 yards. And they get a pick out of it. Oh my God, that's disgusting. See it from right here. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of a heel click to me. What's going on with that? So the right guard again. I like that right guard. He's got some nasty. Guy falls, punish him. But again, he's hitching over to the tackle. Toesy. That thing is underthrown and picked. That's what happens. That's a touchdown. We can't miss that. We got to give our guy a better chance at that. Gives him a slight chance, but not good enough, and that's what happens. Knock it up, volleyball set, right into him. So back at it next series, 2x2, a little short motion. That little drop 8, 33 cloud. Might as well play fake it right down the middle. Again, only getting 3 guys out. Where are you going to go with the ball here? Tough. Nowhere to go. That corner up top is tweenering these guys. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. It's really frustrating playing quarterback when there's nobody running open. Right here, you get a little penalty running out of bounds, late hit. Again, I'll say this, and I've said it many times, but I want to repeat it because it will hopefully save somebody from getting hurt. When you're on the boundary, running full speed, you've got to run through the white. Too many people I've seen get hurt slowing down on the boundary. And right here's another example. He does it again later in the game. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Get as much as you can, get out of bounds, full speed, right? See that little slow up? To me, he slows up. Slow this thing down. He's running. He's at an angle. Right there, he slows up, pops up, and the guy gets him. He's fortunate not to get rolled up there. So 2nd and long, squeeze formation, middle field closed. Man, look at the corners. Who knows what's going on pass pro wise here. This is a disaster. Let's see if we can see it. They're free releasing the back, so there's only 5 guys. So I'm probably gonna have to make a pass pro video just so I can speak the same language here. 5 guys blocking. This back is on it releasing. So we only have 5. So our 5 need to block their most dangerous 5. Now depending on, it looks like they're gonna go right here. There's a guy in front of, there's 2 highlighters here. So he's gonna go to the tackle. The guy who's down. Center's coming back. Guard's coming back. Tackle's coming back. So they're gonna take these 3. So the quarterback is gonna be hot. 4 off here if he comes, or either of these 2. And really it's these 2 are the most dangerous. So if both those 2 come, this right tackle is in what I'm used to calling a big duel. So he's got to protect this B gap and be able to get out. So he's got to be able to squeeze, seal, and kind of kick out, hinge out, whatever you want to call it. But we can't have a guy run free through the B gap with the tackle blocking no one. It's not acceptable. And really, they're only rushing 4. With the 2 tackles and the 2 inside linebackers. And they get 2 guys free. 55's got the back. That's disgusting. Man, that's frustrating as hell. So, I mean, that's not on him. Does a nice job salvaging the no sack for a free runner through the B gap. That's getting out schemed. 3-by-1, 3rd and forever. Middle field closed. Man. Nice pocket presence there. You'd love to see him just throw that check down up top. 1, 2, 3. Again, where are you supposed to throw the ball? No one's open. Maybe up top to the out on the 25. But that took forever. Nice job right here with his feet, just getting a first down. Again, you got to run full speed out of bounds, man. Can't keep getting tackled on the white. But again, I like the pocket presence here. Moving up. He's had some free runners. Hanging, smooth, move, 2 hands on the ball, go. Accelerate, separate, and then full speed through the line. Right there, he slows up. Oh man, that makes me nervous. Let's push down. Goodness. Nice job getting the first, though. Got second and short here. 2x2, nubby. A wide receiver screen. Down here, tunnel screen. Now they block it correctly, wait for the offensive lineman, and we drop it. 2 had a rough day. Again, footwork-wise, though, we're going to fake the outside zone, wide zone, 1, 2, 3. Throw it with guys in our face. Really nice. Can't do more than that. Can't catch it for him. Let's say 4th down. 4th down and 1. They do this trick 'em run out. You know it's going to be a naked. Everybody does. Here comes the sneak flat. Not there. Oh, what a catch. Again, I would love to see him again get vertical off this fake right here. He's got this guy off the edge. You have to get vertical. Naked's under center. You got to fake these things and get vertical just because of this. Because if he runs at you free, you have to be able to get this ball to the sneak flat with a better throw to give your guy a chance. You can't be surprised. Like, whoa, I didn't know there'd be somebody there. Especially in these condensed sets. Teams are looking for this type of play. It's a hell of a catch, though. But again, TFL. Great catch, TFL. Like 4th down. This is it. This is the call. A trick 'em formation, naked. You know, he looks like he's scared, like he's going to get hit here. Got him on the ground. Beautiful catch. Better defense. Next series, now we're just getting roasted. Up 42, down 42. This is a 3rd down, though. We're back in condensed splits. No field closed. This looks like just stick spacing. You know, get a completion. Stick down here to the bottom. There it is. Boop. Right on him. Okay. Good with that. Get a completion. Start feeling good for the next week. Man, again, to me, there's just not a lot of good options. Fortunate to get a completion here with that off coverage and man. 2nd and 2. Looks like open. Man. Kick to close, man. There it is. Closed. Again, we're play faking. Again, this play fake really jacks this play for me because this rub down here at the bottom is open early. But when you do a play fake and have to spin all the way around, now you're way late and the guy's out of bounds. I mean, look at how open he is right at the start. Just catch it and throw it out there. But the play fake doesn't look like it's tethered to the correct timing of that perimeter concepts, which would be a question mark at any level, but at the Pac-12 level, you kind of got to scratch your head. Like, what is that fake? Who's that faking? Nothing to do with where you're throwing the ball. And then it makes you late. So is that on him? No, but it does start to paint the picture that I think is pretty thick at the moment about the concepts, about the structure, about what they're asking him to do. 3x1, middle field closed, man. Not man. 3 cloud up top. Again, we're play faking to the back, throwing verticals on the outside. Where are you supposed to throw the ball here? You got the one-on-one is only down here. There it is. That's a nice ball. To me, this looks like it's a second late here. Fake. 1, 2, hitch, hitch, hitch. Yeah, it's a couple hitches late. It looks like he's looking to the right for whatever reason. I'm not sure why he thinks he's looking to the right. Another part, a bummer about that play fake is you have to take your eyes down from the safety. It makes you late. That's an absolute dime, though. Called penalty again. Man, they should just throw a go every play. But again, watch the footwork here. Play fake to throw a go outside the numbers versus one-on-one. Play fake, 1, 2, 3, 1 hitch, 2 hitch, 3 hitch. It's going to be really hard to be consistent, but that's a straight-up dime. That's in the bucket. That's a beautiful throw. Right down his line. This looks like it goes right through his hands. Maybe he pulled his right arm there, but still love to catch that ball. They weren't making any plays for him on the perimeter. 2 by 2. Sure looks like open. It's going to be closed, though. This has been a good film to watch the rotation of the safeties. So you watch the rotation, you can easily tell it's closed before the snap. This to me looks like an RPO that goes wrong. Can't tell you what the wide receiver down here at the bottom's doing. Looks like he's trying to throw it. Nothing there. Throw away. Again, you got to be really close in these, really careful in these RPOs. Maybe they called it right here. In an RPO, if you bail, you got to be careful about throwing the ball away because offensive linemen inevitably are down the field. And I think it's a point of emphasis this year. You can see the signal he gives right here to the wide receiver or tight end. Something hitting his hip. Got to find a way to be on the same page. They're not. This throwaway right here in RPO world, oftentimes that's going to get a penalty. Now we're in 3rd and 16. Just nothing good can happen here. Really tough. Closed. Trying to get a screen out. Blocked by our own guy again. Right guard. Covering up the screen. Nice job finding him that time. Head over heels, and that about sums up the day. 2 screens covered by your own offensive lineman. Montez right here. 1, 2, 3. Set it. I mean, look at how fast the right tackle's getting beat. You got to slingshot this guy back. You got to look at that set. It's just slow off the ball. I mean, that guy maybe that guy's just a beast for Oregon, but that's a tough L on a screen where all you have to do is slingshot the guy past him. 1, 2, 3. Set it. Get depth. Nice job delivering it. Do what you can do on an otherwise really tough day. All right, that's a wrap. Steven Montez. Full game, tough day at the office. Obviously, all sorts of questionable reads. I still think that there are some really nice plays. Some plays that look like a guy who could play on Sunday with the sliding in the pocket, driving the ball down the field. But there are a number of questionable reads, footwork, timing, the construct of plays, decision-making that I would love to get him kind of on a board in an interview setting to ask him those questions. And I think that's exactly what NFL teams will do. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you next time.